All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over the archetypes, and then we're going to play a couple rounds on legend difficulty. And I'm going to just tell you why I was not good when I first started. I'm still not great, but probably why you're not very good right now, and how you can get better instantly on this demo and moving forward with the early stages of 2K25. There's going to be a lot more that'll come out, but to start, I chose sculptor. My stats were not good enough. We'll go over to the stats page. But your swing path starts in like the 40s. Your contact starts in like the 40s. It's just not good enough. You need to be starting on technician. It's the only way to go. If you're playing master or legend, pro, maybe you can get away with something else. But honestly, even on pro, I still think technician's the way to go for the first build. After that, because you can, depending on your archetype, you get these special abilities. Like this knockdown shot, you have to be, I don't even know what it is, the sculptor archetype. So once you hit level 85, you unlock this. The thing with this is that nobody knows is, or not many people know, I don't think. Once you hit 85, this unlocks this skill for all of your characters. So you only need to build your character to 85. It unlocks this skill, and then if you want to use the knockdown shot, you could go use them on your technician build, if that makes any sense. If you guys have questions about that, definitely let me know. But that's why in this demo, I'm working on building 3 players to level 10 and, get them to a 70 overall. Even though we're not getting VC, you get 9 around. It is what it is. But I want to unlock the 3 I want to start is I want the green, because this one gives you the ability to see these green grids in half. And I've found so far in 2K25 the green grids they don't read that well, in my opinion. Like the greens read a lot different. This is going to be massive for people, especially those who play TGC tours. Having those greens, chunked up into boxes of 9 instead of one big 1 yard box. If you get 3 different squares in there like it shows, or even 4 like it shows there, massive advantage over the field to have this. So we want that, and then obviously you're going to get technician because that's the first build you should be doing. And then the third one, you could just pick whatever of the third shots you want. But anyway, if anybody has any questions about that, definitely let me know. We're going to play around on legend like we talked about, on my technician build, and then we'll play it on a different build and show you the difference between the two. It's a stunning difference that I didn't realize at first. I started with the sculptor, just couldn't get it together at all. The game was seeming way harder than it was for everybody else, and then I moved over to technician. It was instantly easier. Like, I'm still not great, and you probably won't be either, but it makes a difference. Good morning, Koss. How we doing? All right, so into the difficulty settings. We're on legend swing. You guys can look at all this stuff. I'm not going to go over all this. It doesn't really matter. It's basically TGC settings with legend swing. But for the demonstration, this is the technician build. Just notice how big some of the spots are you get. And this is my very first swing of the day, so it may not start great. I've noticed in this game, if I don't warm up, unlike the other games, I don't get away with as much. I could just pick up 2K23 and be good first swing of the day. In this game, it's just really not the case. All right, so you notice I didn't get perfects on either of those swings, but they still were pretty forgiving, and that's because of those stats. See if we can read a putt, make it. Oh my god, this is the worst putt line you'll ever see. My good lord. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that putt. First putt of the day, right? I mean. All right, on to hole 2. All right, a little push, but we get a perfect at the top.
Nice.
You gotta get a lot of waggles in this game because, especially early on, until you find your swing early on, I think the waggle approach is not a bad one because you can actually get vibration at the bottom of your swing. Like say, all right, so we want to go down. We have a draw bias, right? So we want to go down to the left, right? So say I go down right, you get this crazy vibration. Like it's very strong. It's like, okay, you're in the wrong spot. And as you move closer to that spot where you're supposed to be, you get no vibration anymore. So if you waggle, right, you can kind of find the area you're supposed to be in. So find the area you're supposed to be in, and then you can go fall through with your downswing.
Well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green. Okay, here's our third shot.
It's not a bad swing there. It's going to be something to get used to run it through the fairways onto the green where you couldn't really do that in 2K23. You always had to fly it right to the hole. The short game is definitely a big difference. I can't putt right now.
Well, let's just pop this in and grab a bogey.
I can't putt ever, maybe, but...
Over for the day.
1 over, through 2. Like I said, I'm still working out the game. My best round, personally, on this legend mode is 5 under. So, a lot of the other top players are playing a lot better than that. Much, much better. So, I'd say for now, don't get too upset if you're not playing the way you want. I think the game will come around for everybody as we get more time into it. You got to remember, a lot of players have tons and tons of time in this game already.
Then should turn to the left. Well, this one's looking okay. Still on track.
That's a cruel lip out. It's the other thing I've noticed in this game. If you're near the hole, you end up missing a lot more than it lips in. It lips out a lot more than it lips in. It feels that way to me anyway. There we go. So as we warm up, we're going to start finding that perfect zone a lot more. But like I said, first couple swings of the day, it's always tough. This is the kind of game I think I'm going to need to hit the range before I play any round that I actually care about. There we go. That was a good shot. See if we can make our eagle and start working our way back under par here. All right. There we go. Back to 1 over. It's not so bad anymore. But if you guys have been enjoying the demo, definitely let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I think a lot of the changes are good. I know a lot of people think or worry the game's going to be a little too easy. I don't have that fear currently because we've not played with wind or anything like that. So I think there's a lot about this game that we don't know about yet. Hey, what's up, man? A few tweaks needed? Absolutely. More than a few tweaks. And we're here to find all the tweaks necessary to be good and hopefully help other people get good as well. That's an awful putt.
7-foot putt here.
So I've changed my putting stroke too from 2K23 to 2K25. For those of you who have been struggling putting, I turned this game on and I was 3-putting on every hole. And I'll show you why on the next green. The poor swing. I can't reach this green into anyway on this build, so it's fine. Just chunk one out there. Hopefully we hit a good third shot. You push your putts. I push my putts as well, and I'm not I don't worry too much about pushing. I mean, or pulling, and as long as it's not more than like 3 or 4 degrees. is a good swing. See if we can't get it to spin back off this hill a little bit. All right, it's a great shot. All right, as far as putting goes, guys. So in 2K23, what I used to do is, again, I'm not sure if you can see this. I used to pull back super slow on the joystick. I mean, just till the putter head started coming back. You can see what that is. It's like a quarter of the way down to max. And then I'd slam it forward right when I got that vibration. In this game, you can't do that. You end up getting like a plus 6% power boost on it. It's not workable. So you have to pull back hard. So pull back, bury your stick against the bottom. And then once you hit that vibration, you can follow through. Now, it's not to say I'm going to read the putt correctly, but that will definitely help you with their power. If you're having power issues, that's probably why. So we miss out on a birdie opportunity there. No big deal. Like I said, we're kind of just playing around here. The goal here is not to shoot 10 under par, even though that would be kind of nice. Little close. You'll see, though, like that. All right, so that 3-degree close, I'm sure we're going to get that in the next round as well. You'll see how much of a bigger miss that is on my other build. Although that was pretty severe. Can we get one to go in there? I think we can. Beautiful. I like the chipping in this game. I don't love the animation, but the actual feel of the chipping is pretty good. And I know a lot of people have said they made it harder. I actually don't agree with that. I think you're going to see more chip-ins than you did in 2K23. My opinion, but I think you'll see more. Little bit of a push. We should sneak right by this bunker, though. Oh, I shorted that a little bit. No, I didn't. Should release up there. All right, another good shot. Not a great one, but decent. And it's another birdie. All right, just like that. We started slow. Like I said, we hadn't warmed up. We're getting our scores now. We're under par. Oh, that's a big hook. Yeah. Well, there goes that round. The drop system's also been fixed, guys. So that's one other really good thing they added in here. Ah, there we go. We lost our swing altogether. Watch out, people. 4. Left ourselves in a pretty tricky spot. I always struggle with these because you have to land this like up on the hill and then let it release down. But sometimes if you're just a little short, you won't get there. Oh, I'm pretty sure that lie said like 78%. It went the whole way.
This is a very, very long putt, but I have confidence.
Probably a flop opportunity there, but the flops in this game are incredibly difficult to hit. All right. Well, we're going to end up finishing one over, and like I said, that's not too bad. If we had, more time to warm up, we could have, easily done better than that. But we're going to swap over to our sculptor, who's actually a better rated player. And I'm going to show you the difference between the two. So we're going to manage our players. Or should we play the greenskeeper? Maybe we should play the greenskeeper. Let's play this guy. We can see the difference between the two. He looks the same, right? Because I'm just doing tests. I'm just testing players like crazy, so everybody looks the same. But you'll see in this one that the lines are not nearly as big. The misses are going to be big. I'm probably going to shoot like 6 or 7 over par. Because there is no forgiveness. So I started on Sculptor, like I said, and I just couldn't I just couldn't figure the game out at all.
I don't like the way this is going.
And a lot of it was because
Cross for a nice up and down out
I
of
was
this
playing with a build that was just
bunker.
not very good for what we were looking to do here.
Good work out of that bunker. Not much work left to do here.
The thing with the greenskeeper is the stats are not good. Like, all the putting stats are good, but you don't need good putting stats. Like, they don't really matter. Little push close, not too shabby. Luckily, we started off with the technician. We should have warmed up with this character to prove my point, but that's okay.
To be careful of. Let's go.
I'd be surprised if I hit a single perfect in this round.
We're gonna focus on the positives and just worry about that extremely long putt in a little bit.
We're a little open. Probably missed the putt because of it.
Feet left.
Those long putts are going to be pretty difficult to hit, I think. The great separator in 2K23 was, you know, your tempo. If you had good tempo, you were automatically one of the better players. Where in this game, there is no tempo, unfortunately. I mean, I know people will argue with you all day and tell you the rhythm is a tempo, and it is. Technically, it's in the game, right? But it doesn't really do anything, unfortunately. It only adjusts your power, and it doesn't affect it enough that it matters, for the most part. So, 3 pars in a row, it's really not bad, but you're going to see that the scoring opportunities are few and far between on this build. See, like, even just a baby push and a baby open moves us way over here.
Up around 250 yards or so.
Yeah, the fringe is definitely more generous, guys, for sure. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to the chat this morning. Alright, big push. We're going to leave ourselves short-sided. Okay, actually get a bounce, though. Let's see what the flop looks like from here. Like, these are ridiculously small. Like, how are we supposed to hit this, you know? It's honestly not awful. Really not bad from there, especially the bottom line was pretty good. And we do find our first birdie of the day, so just like that. See you later, Cost. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good day.
And the 14th hole is next. This one is a par 4.
All right, there we go. So that was not an enormous miss, but we pushed it in, and it's in the middle of the fairway, just like we said.
10 or so from the pin.
All right, we do get a perfect. Probably on the most important shot on this back 9. It's probably one of the tougher holes on the course.
Well done.
Pin high.
And here we go. This one for birdie.
And just like that, oh, wow. See, like, that's what I'm talking about with the green grids.
Footer.
2 breaking lines in one direction. We hit a good putt.
This next hole.
It doesn't break at all.
That one.
I've noticed that a lot. These greens don't break true to what they say. And I'm wondering if that's intentional, that they don't read great on the 1x1 boxes, and you're going to get so much better reading on those. And they're faint. Yep, they are. The greens are definitely faint compared to last year. That's open.
And this is right on the border. I'm not sure if it's going to be.
See, like, it's not an awful swing, but the punishment is awful, which so I'd put a little forward spin on this. A little close, unfortunately. It's going to put us right into the bunker.
All right, this is your 4th shot.
We have an uphill lie.
Okay, that almost went down.
It does help you get out of the bunker.
Save par. Come on, let's get that to go.
All right. Couple holes left. Surprisingly, we haven't made bogey yet.
Okay, one
Kind
under
of
par
destroyed
on
my
the
entire point of the video, but I think you guys can probably see that the scoring opportunities are just not there. Whereas on Technician, you get a lot more opportunities to hit a good shot.
Good little shot there. Here we go. This putt for the birdie.
Maybe we should go back to
Bit of a
Technician
tilt
now,
to the right on
now
the
that we're warmed up. What do we think about that? What do we think about that idea? You guys want 3 rounds on Legend?
5-footer.
I don't know if you do. I don't know if you want that in your life.
Under after that one.
We'll save that for another day. We'll warm up and play a full round on Legend.
Not all that long.
Or our whole goal of the video is just to play Legend and not yap the whole time.
And here's our second shot on the 17th.
A little bit of an underswing, a big underswing actually. Does stick on that fringe. Let's see if we can't get a chip to drop. And no, we can't. We pushed it.
Hey, I'm liking that one. Nice chip.
The thing with the chipping is you need to start it on your line.
And after that hole, you're currently 1 under.
Yeah, man. Two minor misses will definitely ruin a shot, especially on these archetypes. You can kind of get away with it on Technician, but otherwise not so much. Overall, though, I think the game is good. I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I think it's a good game. I think it has a lot of promise. It's a good swing.
There we go.
And in fitting fashion, I just talked about how you should be using Technician. I play Technician.
Looking good.
I shoot one over. And I play on my worst character, and I shoot a 2 under. So that's that, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you still listen to me. I think you can tell the difference between the 2 bars. That on Technician, you're gonna have a lot easier time hitting shots. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully the putting thing helped a little bit. And if you found any use out of this video, drop a like. It's gonna be a lot of 2K25 content coming, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for another one.